soon as I get done feeding baby, I will start making food. I was talking to my sister, and now that took a half hour. Use it to, yeah, the black mark. 2, 4, 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hercules makes 6. Okay. Hi. Alexa.
Hello,
Play my likes. Hello.
Hello, Sharon, everyone.
Good morning. Ish.
Playing Diddy, Dirty Money from iHeartRadio Video.
Alexa. Play my likes.
Playing your like and most played
Yeah, there we
So
go.
far.
Sorry, Dirty Money does not sound like anything that I would like.
Hello, Sharon.
Um,
Good morning.
hey
Sharon,
Trey, long day
everyone.
so far. God, yeah, really, it is.
At 1,
Ugh.
2, 3, 2, 2, 9. Hello, Trey. At Caitlin Ward. Hello.
I forgot what Bonnie asked me now, but it was funny and it was about Trey. All right, let's get little girl.
How are you doing?
I hurt. Oh my God, do I hurt?
Morning.
Good morning. I didn't realize how badly I hurt until I went to lay down last night. I was like, oh, this is a whole new experience. Not what I wanted. Okay, come on, dude. Little
Hello,
girl.
have a wonderful day.
I'm gonna try. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Andy, I'm also from the Netherlands. Hi.
Welcome in Netherlands. Okay, little girl. What? Come on. Stay right there. Stay right there. Jeez. I hate how sensitive these things can be.
I have been thinking that you when sending positive energy your way, pink heart disadvantage.
384. 384. Let me see. And of course it reset on me.
Hello.
Okay, my computer reset on me again. Hello. I know. Oops. There's hers. Oh my God. I hate it when it does that. Shit. What are you doing? I know, right? I'm trying to get Chef over there, but now I'm really worried that the weight chart.
Hello, Sharon, and everyone, even Chef. Chef time.
Crap.
At 1, 2, 3, 2, 2,
Hold on, baby.
9.
Hold on.
Trey.
I am really hoping it auto-saved before it shut down again. I swear
At
to
1,
this
2,
thing.
3, 2, 2, 9, 9.
That's the same left below.
Okay, hold on. I know, baby. Okay, my freaking Excel is attempting to open. Okay. And of course it went from perfect to now too warm.
Ward, hello.
Beautiful Chef.
Hold on, baby. I know. I don't think I'm going to have a problem feeding her today. Hold on. Oops. Shit. Nope, nope. Okay. All else fails, just add a little more milk. Not milk. Please don't do that. Kitten milk replacement. I know, baby. Hold on.
Good morning. Hello, sweet chef. Hey, Shar and everybody.
Hello. Okay. Let's see. Are you going to? Oh, yeah. Now, if she drinks this whole thing, that tells me that she is about ready for gruel. Okay, hold on. Let's move you back. I'm going to just tap some in her mouth. She's getting so big. Come on. Yeah, I'm trying to pull away a little bit so she actually starts to latch. Come on.
Hi, Shar and Chef.
Good morning. Okay, come on. No. Oh my gosh. Just little drips.
Hi, Shar and everyone.
Good morning, Shar.
Okay, Moz, can you turn off the chat for just a little bit? Let's see if that's the reason why she's doing this. I don't know. Oh my god, guys, come on. Don't start arguing. Come on. Don't do that. Now, you see how long it took for her to kind of latch? I know she's hungry. So if she's not going to latch, I'm going to then potty her. Yeah, I'm going to potty you. Hi. Oh, hi! I think she just realized, oh, I can see you now. Yes. Hi. Hi. Are you going to eat? Are you going to eat? You just had a total awakening on that, didn't you? It's called an epiphany, baby. Okay, let's just go ahead and give her some potty time. It's my potty. Okay. I am not going to have her scratch me the heck up. She has done that enough. I was going to put Band-Aids on each of the scratches just for Trey. But I didn't want to waste so many Band-Aids. To me, it would have been funny. Oh. Okay, she is getting there. Pretty soon I'm going to be having to put a playpen up in my bedroom as well as down here. That way she can go in either one, but she can't just run around. She's way too little. And it's better to put her in a really large playpen than to have her in a room. That wouldn't be a very fun experience for her. Jeez, you just peed up a storm. I know.
I love her little ear and half face.
Oh my gosh, I love it too. Super cute. Let's see. Don't wiggle too much. I know. Okay, let me get warm water. I know. It's like, no, that is just, no. I know. I don't know if you're gonna go poop or not because you kind of went poop last time. Baby kitten farts are the funniest, just because it's like, yep, okay. Just wish that it would be followed up with something. Sorry, I'm not able to read any comments, and of course, comments are shut off over there on TikTok right now because she was trying to eat. Hold on. Babies need to poop at least once a day. They should pee every time you feed them. Every time. If you don't know how often that should be, check out the guide that's on my website. Go under, go to the website, click on what we do, then resources. It's the very first one at the bottom. It is free of charge. It's not like I'm going to make any money off of it or anything. It's just there for reference. It's called Expecting Queens, Newborns, and Orphans. Okay, let's try feeding her again. Now that she has restored her personal comfort, come on. Really, girl? Oh, now you're just going to be resistant? Oh, I know you're going to be hungry in a few then. I'm just trying to put little drops of the kitten milk, just like that, into her mouth. That's all. You don't put a ton, otherwise she could actually aspirate, which means she's putting it down the wrong tube and it can go into her lungs. And if you see it going out the nose, that's a bad, bad situation. Because chances are it went down the lungs. And if that happens, it could go into pneumonia. Come on. Come on. See, sometimes I have luck with holding the bottle upwards. Others, it's downwards. It's kind of up to her because she almost latched right then and I lifted it up. Hi. Hi. No, no, no. It's been many, many hours. I think it's been 5 hours. It's 9 o'clock. $3:30. No, it's been longer than that. It's been almost 6 hours, girl. It's been almost 6 hours because we were so a little bit late. 4 to 5 hours at this age, because if she's eating almost 20 or 20, then it should be 4 to 5, every 4 to 5 hours. But she's 3 weeks old. Now, if she sucks down this whole thing again, she needs to be introduced to gruel, which is just kitten milk replacement mixed with a little bit of mother baby cat food. It's a kitten food. It helps encourage good, strong babies. But for mama cats to eat it, it helps encourage milk production. Good nutritional milk production. Whenever I get a pregnant kitty in that's late in pregnancy, then I get her on that as quickly as possible to hopefully avoid any CH babies getting born. CH is cerebellar hypoplasia, where the cerebellum didn't develop as much and it won't be as large. And it's called wobbly cat syndrome. It's not a way for people to control just so that they can get a wobbly cat. That's dangerous. There are different severities of that, and the one that really suffers is the kitten or cat, just because they're the ones that have to have a hard time walking all their life. Now, it's not painful. It's not going to get any better or any worse. We have a severe one, Frog, but she's not allowed to go outside her penned area, so it's not really that overly fair. when she gets adopted, then it's just a matter of making sure that she stays safe. We also have another one upstairs who's Tumbledore. She's a high stepper. She's slightly CH. Um, she walks around just fine, but she can trip real easy, and that's one of the problems. When they get excited, their heads shake. When they eat, they peck at their food like chickens. There's telltale signs of it, but it's because mom didn't get the proper nutrition, and that reflects back to whoever was in charge of the mom, whether it that be whether she was a stray or somebody's kitty. Okay, let's try it. Come on. Just one more. I don't want you chewing on it. No, okay, she's done. She's not even done. She didn't even start. The amount that she ate was just done by drops. Okay, so I'm gonna do my cutesy magic trick. So hold on a second. Hold on, baby. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start the food up for the rest of the brood here. This is going to go into the fridge. I will only heat it up one more time. If she doesn't eat it then, it goes down the sink. Okay, there we go. And Chad is back on for TikTok. Alright, so. Yeah, no political comments, please, on either side. Just does not need it. She doesn't want it, apparently. Nope. But you know what? You don't just give up after a few seconds. You can't. Because guess what? Kittens fade really fast. Maybe try a different nipple. I've tried a different nipple. If you didn't know, here's a great, Badger brought up a great point. So if you try a different nipple, more times than not, it's going to fail even harder. The reason why is because, well, if you're trying to say, use like a different shape, no. The miracle nipples are the best success rate, everything. She's just not hungry. Okay. If she doesn't have any interest next time, that's when I tube feed. I don't play around with it because I know how fast that these guys can actually fade. So, but if you didn't know this, most kittens, I can't say it's all because you can't do a blanket statement like that, but most kittens, once they're born, they're going to get onto mama's nipples, right? And just so that they can get milk. Makes sense. They're hungry. They've had a hard day. They're born. Okay. They generally go back to the same one. Sometimes they even fight over the same one. It's really wild. But there's a scent that attracts each kitten to a particular nipple generally. Sometimes, that rule of thumb goes out the window. But, yeah, so changing up the nipple, I've never had success with that. I don't have success with any other kind of nipple. I've tried the bubble, which other people have had success with, but people also will use bottles. I use this as a demonstration of what I don't ever use. And the reason why I don't use this is because there's so much air in there, which goes into their belly, which causes them to have a lot of gas. You also don't get a good gauge of how much they've drank. You've got to sit there and either try to figure it out, or you weigh them before and then you weigh them after. If you use, now this is a 20 mil, because she will eat 20 milliliters. This actually has it, and it has the numbers written on the side here, of course. There we go. There you go. So if you also forget to weigh baby, all you have to do is weigh them afterwards, and then you can subtract how much they drank, because it's 1 milliliter per gram. 1 gram per milliliter. Yeah. Maybe the nipple is too hard? No, it's not. That's the same nipple that she has used from day one of arrival. I've literally tried to use a different one. And she all but looked at me with a raised eyebrow and said, "Are you serious? That is not mine. I am offended." So I just have it up here. I have a bunch of nipples in the replacement ones. They generally, like I said, they generally will stick. They will want to stick with the same one. You just need to make sure you rinse it off, and after it's actually done getting used, it's going to go in and get sterilized. So, but yeah, you don't just change it. You're not going to have any success, and if you do, you got real freaking lucky. Yeah, the style, I don't even change the style. If they're not going to be hungry, they're not going to be hungry. That's why I spend so much time just to make sure, are you not going to eat? Are you not going to eat? And some people are like, yeah, you're kind of pushing it. It's because it just takes but a second for them to go, you know what? You're right. I'm hungry. So I really don't think it was probably the nipple. It was just that you didn't wait long enough. Who knows? What do you use to deworm and when should it be done? Depends on the age of the kitten. At 2 weeks of age, pyrantel pomate is used properly to how much they should be. And that's once every 2 weeks for 4 doses. Once they have reached 2 pounds, that's wrong, 1 pound I think it is. I don't know. I used to use, God, now I can't even think of it. Pet Guard, I think it's called. Pet Guard, an injectable dewormer. I loved that. They took it off the freaking market. Yeah, 2 pounds. I was right. Okay. 2 pounds. Drontal broad spectrum dewormer. There's a brown label, which is just for tapeworms, but I use the blue label because it's more. Okay, I need to start making up the food. Because everybody's going, where the fluff is my breakfast? Because here it is 9:26. It's like an hour past what I usually feed them. Oh my God. Are all those people in here, Angel? Is that why you're okay? Well, hello, Angel. I know you weren't saying good morning to me, but I'm saying it to you. Anyways. Hi. Yeah. Everybody's getting upset with me. I ended up.
They heard the can.
Yeah. They hear me and freak out as soon as I get up and come down. And then they start doing it again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Good morning. They're saying feed me? No kidding. Okay, so this is food that goes specifically to the girls in the dungeon. The dungeon is just a bathroom that doesn't have light. Oh, it has light. It doesn't have windows for light. So I have a gate on there. Hi, sweetheart. Hi.
Good morning, Sharp.
Good morning. I do not recommend anybody using psyllium husk without an actual vet suggesting that. Hello, Elizabeth. I hurt like hell.
Hi, everyone.
The psyllium husk will dry them out horribly. Will dry out their won't dehydrate them, I don't think. I don't know.
Congratulations on reaching a new member level.
Congratulations.
So cute.
She's adorable. The ones that are receiving this, and you got to be careful about how much you're putting in. There's 2 very large girls in that room that have been dealing with tritrichomonas. And it is a horrible GI parasite that takes between 6 months to 2 years to get rid of. And why did they get it? How did they get it? Somebody came in from a farm to surrender some kittens. They did not take their shoes off. They brought in 4 different types of parasites, one of which, luckily, they did not get. The other 3 they did. The one that they didn't get was for rabbits, specifically rabbits. That's how I knew who it was that did it. And it irritated the hell out of me. What time is it in Russia? I don't know. Google it. I'm assuming you meant what time is it here? And it is 9:30, 9:28. But we are not in Russia. We are in the United States. Okay. So there are 2 kittens in there. When I say kittens, they are, like I said, huge. One is, I want to say she is 12 pounds. The other one is 13. They are just big girls.
Oh, big boy.
They are almost a year old.
Beautiful girl.
They are big, beautiful girls. They are super friendly. There's that one. And then Aphrodite gets... Oh. Okay. Aphrodite, by the way, is clear of ringworm. I'm just going through the motions. This is her DTM test. On the 31st, it'll have matured. Knowing that nothing has shown or grown or has changed color since the 17th, and it usually starts to show after 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident she's good. But, I'm still waiting for the 31st.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dungeon, Aphrodite, and let's get some water inside of it, otherwise it gets really sticky fast. All right, so we have 35 cats and kittens here at the Coalition. I am a medical rescue for neonates. Neonates are birth through 6 weeks of age. Sorry. Or up to 7 weeks, however you want to put it, doesn't matter.
Adam sent a comment today. PLZ sent a comment, so we're talking about new comments.
So we're talking what? About new commenters. Oh, new commenters. Yeah, if you're usually a lurker, please just say hi.
Oh, the
Anything.
algorithm.
Did you know my name
Morning,
means hope?
everyone.
Nope, would not know that. That's cool though. Good morning. By the way, the one in my hoodie here, her name is Chef. So when she eats or she poops, because those 2 things have been an issue for this little one, we say, yes, Chef. If you look back on any of my Yuba of Twos videos, and I have to say it specifically that way because TikTok is a jealous bitch. If you look back on any of those, you'll see that I've had to tube feed her. And, oh, thank you. Who did that? Oh, Code Red Trauma, thank you. I've had to tube feed her and I've had to do warm water enemas. Those are not anything anybody should do without being properly trained. If I hear of anybody actually doing that, I tend to block them.
Step 5.
Ministry of Baking. Yeah, it is a little off topic. It's called Poison by Alice Cooper.
Mm.
Yeah, make sure you use your feet to block them because otherwise Teddy and everybody else will try to come out, but I need 3 of them to stay in there. Penny should be placed in there too. Oh boy. And she's not going to like you for it because she knows that her medication is afterwards. We have 3 kitties, 2 cats, 1 kitten that are going through FIP treatment. FIP is feline infectious peritonitis. Now, if you're wondering, well, why do you got all these medical issue kitties? Because that's literally what I do. I'm a medical rescue. I take the kittens that would otherwise, or kitties, depending on the situation, that would otherwise be euthanized by other rescues or shelters. Not often do I accept the kitties that come in, especially, I'll accept neonates, orphan neonates, depending on the situation, if I have the room. This one actually came from Oak Brook Cat Rescue. So, wait a minute, what, Georgia? I recently babysat a cat for 3 months. Okay, that's a long time to cat sit. And flushed her pee and poop from the litter box. You mean you clean the litter box? Is that it?
This one is.
These
How are you this morning?
Harry Potter room,
Yeah.
and that one's gonna be Atlas.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um. If she is backed up and flooding, okay. First of all, there should never be an issue with the pee. That has to be dealt with by a veterinarian. No questions asked. 100%. If that cat went from, I'm not sure what you mean by flushed.
Trauma, I am doing well.
And that has me worried.
Red trauma high.
Oh, you put it down the toilet.
140, good morning.
Yeah, most people don't do that, especially if you're on.
Chelsea, hi there.
Yeah,
Hard hands.
some. God, that really freaked me out. Some litters will say that it's you can put it in the down the toilet. I still would not do that. If you are on septic, you could clog up your septic system, and that's expensive to have fixed. So, yeah. I don't know if you were doing that at the cat's house or if you were watching the cat at your place, but either way, you're gonna have that one figured out by a professional plumber, probably. Don't put cat food down your drain unless you have a garbage disposal. That's not good for your plumbing either. Girl, hold on. I'm trying. I'm so glad I made another bowl of cat food. I go through a bowl this size every day, every 2 days now. It went from every day. We had 71 cats and kittens here at one point. Praise God for adoptions. I need to check on my adoption email. Make sure nobody has sent an application. I get a lot of pet finder inquiries, but not nearly as many follow-up actual emails, applications. This will last me 2 days. Whew. All right. There's that, and
Speaking of wasted food, what's a good way to top uneven soft cat food? Last time I threw it out and it stunk the kitchen. That's a lot of good.
Shit's like, oh,
best thing to do then, put it into a Ziploc bag or whatever kind of sealed bag, and then throw it away. Or just take your garbage out immediately. Or you could compost. That would probably be a lot better. I don't have compost here. I know nothing about composting. I'm not sure if I'd have time for that. Where is Hercules? Shoot. Hey, Hercules! All right. Are you now getting hungry? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Sometimes they're just not hungry, just like people. And that's just the way it is.
Probably doing this to the cat.
He's probably up on my bed going, "This is life. Everybody's downstairs now. Woo! Why are kittens great bosses? They have great leadership. Oh my god. Wow, Irwin, that was cute. Curtis Irwin with that one. Um, hello, hello from California. We are 2 states up in Washington. Um, oh, okay. That is it. No, that's Hercules.
Disposal or garbage. Your choice.
Okay. Did you want to try eating again? I can only heat it up one more time. I have no problem with that. Okay. One thing to do, make sure, I heat it up generally like this, and then after the last, I'll then put the nipple on and let it sit in there for another 30 seconds or so, and voila, usually they will then take the bottle. Hello, Queen of Diamonds. Welcome in. I wish I could say that she is my kitty. She is the rescue's kitty. But she is beautiful. She has this gorgeous little split face. She is 3 weeks of age. She will not be available for adoption until she's approximately 16 weeks old. So if she is 3 weeks old now, she's not going to be available for another 13 weeks because she's got a whole lot of growing to do. She needs to get spayed, microchipped, and vaccinated and dewormed. So she's already received one little dewormer, and that was awesome last week. The little ear wiggles when they eat. Yeah, I call them twiggles because that's kind of just how it looks. Okay, so Carol, outside of our circle of control, we don't do that. And we also make sure. There we go. That was taken care of. We don't self, what is that called? Doggone. I can't even think of it now. I'm in so much pain. My brain is just not braining.
Self-promote?
Thank you. We don't self-promote, and we certainly don't ask people to go somewhere or report something, because if you see it and it's wrong, then report it. But if you don't know, ask. But don't ask in here, because I'm outside my circle of control. If you're asking me and it makes my blood curl, chances are you'll get muted, but it'll be a clear indicator that, yeah, you need to report that. A 7-year-old cat has me hold him every time I come home from work. Okay, is that a bad thing? He misses you. I have a cat almost 19-year-old. Wow, be careful though. Your cat's had a good long life, and some people have a hard time knowing when to let go. They ignore a lot of pains of being a super senior like that, and that's what they are. They are super seniors, and they don't want to make that call. So be careful, because then your cat's just living for you, which means they're living in pain, and I wouldn't want that. Does baby cat have adopted cat mom at facility? Nope. So, yes, I usually do. However, when they come in as orphans, I do ask for background on it. She was one of 7 kittens. Now, what happened to Mom? Mom is still at her home. Now, what happened? Her mama was just a year old. So that's like a 15-year-old having kids. What ends up happening with a 15-year-old having kids? They don't want to tend to the baby. They want to go out with their friends. They want to have fun. They want to go to the mall. They want to be on the phone, all of that. We're in Lacey, Washington. So what happened with the mama and the babies? Mama rejected the babies. She was too freaking young. She should have been spayed long before that. If you didn't know, female cats can get pregnant as young. They go into their first heat as young as 4 months of age.
Chef, looks funker
They can get
every day.
pregnant at
Go
4 months
chef,
of
part,
age.
part,
That
part.
means that their first litter can be born at 6 months of age. That is way too young. Way too young. Um, and what happens with that is most of the time they will reject the babies then. If they are stressed out, they will also reject the babies. But in this case, mama was too young. The rescue that asked me to get involved, they actually spayed the mom already 2 weeks ago now, 2 weekends ago. So she's already spayed. She will not have any more kittens. Yes. 7 kittens. What happened to the 7 kittens? When kittens are rejected, when kittens are born, they are born with their eyes sealed because they're still developing, ears sealed because they're still developing. They cannot thermal regulate, meaning their body temperature is no way they can't get a control of it. They rely on mom to keep them warm as well as their litter mates. Well, if mom's not around to keep them warm, because the mom is the one that keeps them primarily warm, and she gets them nice and toasty warm. If they're outside, she gets them nice and toasty warm, and then she'll go hunting for food. And when she comes back, she gets down and she's with them again. So many times people go and find kittens that are actually perfectly fine. If you touch them and feel that they are really warm, it's because they are using the litter mates to keep each other warm. If they didn't have the litter mates, if mama was gone for a long time, they will go hypothermia, which means their blood goes around their heart more than anything, trying to keep them alive, but then they'll just fade away and pass away. So it is incredibly important to know. First of all, also, never give them milk. If you find them, never give them milk. Should be either goat milk or a good, proper kitten milk replacement. This is Petlac. I swear by Petlac. If you don't, they could end up having some serious issues. I do have
And Jess, it's best to let the mama determine that and not rush it.
Exactly, Jess. Don't try to wean the babies. There's no reason for it. Let mama be mama until they are weaned, and then mama and babies can all get spayed or neutered together. If you can't afford it, contact a local rescue shelter, ASPCA, wow, or animal services. They will help you. We are trying to trap a stray to spay it. We are having no luck. Chances are she was trapped already. She might have been trapped, and she's trap smart. They get trap smart really fast. Yes, I do have tips for you, Tammy. Give me just a moment. Okay. Hold on, Trey. So, I have a blog in my website. It's under What We Do, CCKC blog, okay? For what you do, a suggestion of what you do when you find a litter of kittens. If they are fat and happy, if they are warm, leave them alone. Go get some baking flour. Put it all the way around wherever you found them, whether that be under a shed or in the bush, whatever, because they're always going to be somewhere protected. If you leave for about 2 to 3 hours and then come back, because most people just wait around and they're thinking, Mom's not around. Oh, she must have just went ahead and rejected them. No, they very, very rarely reject them unless it's due to them being too young or they are stressed out. They don't reject them in this situation if they are not even alive anymore. That's not their fault, nor is it if they're stressed. But then the babies will not be warm. They'll be on the cooler side. They'll start to be thinner. That's when they need imminent help. Otherwise, if they're tubby and they're warm, please get the baking flour, not baking soda, baking flour, and make it wide enough and going all the way around so that when you come back after 2 or 3 hours, you'll see Mama Cat's little footprints. Now, if you've touched the babies, use the back of your hand, by the way. If you touch the babies, mama will smell that and she might end up moving them. Be warned on that. But chances are you'll see little footprints, which means when you came back, she heard you, she hauled butt, and she's watching you. Mama cats usually watch their babies get taken, and then what happens is they go out and need to get pregnant again because until they're fixed, until they're spayed, their mom won't reject babies sickly. Yeah, they will. If a baby is sick, that's another reason. But then she won't reject the whole group. She'll only push away the one that's sick. And I was just talking about the whole group. So, if you see mama's little footprints after you get back, what you need to do is go and get a trap, call it rescue or shelter, ASPCA, Animal Services, whatever. Get a trap out there, trap mom. You get mom, then you can scoop up babies and you can keep them together. So that way mama's doing the work that she wants to do. She doesn't run out and get pregnant again because that's her point. That's her whole focus of life until she gets fixed. If you didn't know, one cat after 9 years and all of her offspring that are born within 9 years and their offspring and so on and so forth, they will populate to over 11 million kittens. We need to control the pet population for a reason. If you don't even believe that or care about that, if you care about your cat and their health, please get your cat spayed or neutered for their health. The things that happen that can be eliminated immediately just from getting spayed or neutered: pyometra, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer. I forgot what the other one is that somebody rambled off a couple of days ago. Testicular cancer. All of that's eliminated when you get them fixed. Plus, they are nicer. They don't spray as much, if at all, depending. They just want to, it changes their focus from reproducing to living the best life possible. And not to mention, they're just all around happier. They're just all around happier because they don't have this weird thing. Eye discharge. You would need to take them to a vet because it would require, more of the times than not, eye discharge is a sign of an infection or upper respiratory infection or eye infection. It needs to be examined by a veterinarian. And here in the United States, nice. All antibiotics, including eye meds, are required to go through a licensed vet. Alexa, turn it down. Something to point out: I am not a vet nor a vet tech. Please don't put that mantle on me. I'm a subject matter expert in neonate kittens. That is what I am. What was your question, Trey? Hold on a second. Is the kitten sleeping? Nope. Not even. My cat, when she was a kitten, I helped her grow up by... Wait, what? I have no idea if this is the same person or not. You can't what? I helped her grow up by feeding her. Okay, that just means that I'm assuming you bottle fed her and she's now on kitty food. I have a customer whom can't afford fees. Guess what? Join my Discord. Hold on. Where did I... Oh, geez. There's that one. Join my Discord under safe links. We have a link in there for vets close to you that you can click on that would be more affordable. You could also just call around. You could also call a rescue or a shelter and see if they have a program. Some of them do. Okay, hold on a second. I'm not going to be able to read the comments, so bear with me. I'm going to see if she's going to eat now. She's already pottied. Okay, that's good. Whoopsies, I just bumped you in the nose. Call that a sideways boop. She's adorable. Okay, so I'm trying to keep up with comments here, which is really fun, by the way. If you're new here, please give a follow, subscribe, whatever it is. Also, check out my other videos, the live videos. Anything 3 minutes or longer is going to help me get monetized over on YouBov2s. I'm trying to do that because this is how I fund everything here. Oh, Tammy. Trapping. Okay. If the 4-month-old is not, if she's trap wise, uh, camouflage. If you haven't already tried, try camouflaging the trap. I don't know what kind of food you're putting in there. Don't feed the kitten. Tell everybody around there to not feed the kitten. That's important. Have only food source inside the trap. Only inside the trap. Make sure it is actually going to trigger off once the kitten steps on the area. Hopefully, it's that kind of a trap. Um, but you could also put, how do you camouflage it? You could put either leaves or branches, something, so that you can actually make it so it doesn't look like a trap. But you can also place newspaper or something on the bottom so they don't walk in and feel the grates. And we say in the comments, y'all, yes, chef. There we go. She was hungry. She just needed to sit down and have a little bit. You had all your kittens fixed at, or all your babies fixed at 6 months old. I have these guys, but I am a rescue. I have them, once they turn 2 pounds, I set the appointment. The place I take them to is not a regular vet. It is a spay or neuter clinic.
Yes, chef.
So they actually
Yes, chef.
they actually focus on spay and neuters. They will do other surgeries that do not require an appointment. So if there's a limb that needs to be amputated, they can do it right then. All of that. It's just different. But yeah, I don't wait. 6 months, you're talking about the boys will start getting anxious already. The girls have already
Yes, chef.
experienced at least one heat
As
cycle.
for Christmas, the shelter-sponsored vaccination chip event. She threw up on the way home. I believe you have the leather.
Okay, so was there a question, Deb?
Any suggestions to keep that from happening?
Yes, chef.
Nope. She was stressed. She shouldn't. You keep it from happening. Don't feed her. I'm going to say that. Geez, that's really freaking loud. Don't- Hold on. Okay, it's not that you should not feed her. Don't feed her right before the event. That was stressful for her. She wasn't sure where she's going to. She knew nothing about it. All these other smells of animals. That was stressful as fluff to her. That's why she threw up.
I didn't feed her before.
Okay, so whatever. Is there a way to prevent it? No, because it was stressful. Unless you contact your vet and ask them for gabapentin. But that requires you to have to take them in on an annual basis. But if you do, guess what? They'll do it. They should be getting vaccinated and everything, but you're going to have to follow up. If this is their first time getting vaccinations, has to be once every 3 weeks for 3 doses. If you don't do it like that, you don't have, they don't build up the right immunities to these things. Hi, chat. Oh, gosh, dang it. Ciao, Carmen. Is it Carmen? Wait a minute, Carmela. Oh my gosh, yeah, you changed your name a little bit. Hey, Carmela. All right, so, but yeah, please give us a follow, no matter what. Give us a follow. Watch our You of Twos videos. That was fast. She is almost to the point where I'm going to be adding some mother baby cat food. Do I have it? I think I have some. Oh, geez, she hasn't come back for this.
Our chef is getting so big.
Okay, I'll show you what I feed him. I'm shocked that hasn't been served. Okay, she got distracted probably.
And Joe Max, a 3-week-old kitten named Chef.
Royal Canin mother baby cat food. I use the wet food as well as the kibble to make sure of optimal health for mamas as well as babies. That's why it's mama baby cat food. It's from Royal Canin. I absolutely swear by it. Okay, let me switch this over. She's now purring. Hi, buddy. Okay, let me flip these so I can get the food put out.
This is a 3-week-old kitten, and her name is Chef.
All right.
By the way, Shar, how are you feeling after your sleep yesterday?
I'm in a lot of pain today. That's how I feel. Okay. Woohoo! Okay, I can't whistle nearly as loud like this. Hi, buddy. Come on, guys, breakfast time! Yep. Okay, and Frog! Our beautiful Frog! Frog has severe cerebellar hypoplasia. She is able to eat, oh, son of a gun, eat, drink, and potty on her own. I cannot seem to keep things on a freaking plate. That was beautiful. Okay. Where did I just put it? Gosh dang it. Okay. So the reason why she is in here is because she, oh God, this is gonna hurt. Ah! I fell down the stairs yesterday. This is what happened to me. This is why I'm hurting today. If you watch yesterday's video, you can actually hear and watch me go down the stairs as it turns black. It's really not a whole lot to watch. Just know I was not even thinking because I just had the carpets cleaned and I totally spaced. The blankets that you see on the floor here are on top of foam squares, so that way when she hits her face to the floor, she won't break a tooth. This is a safe area for her, but the blankets itself are pee pads, and I wash these every day. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Okay, hold on. Did you want me to? Now, she doesn't need me to hold her up. She could prop herself up if she wants to. I'm gonna, nope. Okay. She can either prop herself up here, just like that. And see, she kind of pecks like a chicken. That's a trait of a CH kitty. And yeah, the blankets, I take everything out, switch out the blankets, put everything back, specific to her. So she has her bed. She's got a little guest bed over here that she likes to also be in. She has her scratcher. She has this cat tree where other kitties can come into this area and they can sit on the cat tree. They can play around. They have zoomies together, and that's great. There's a bed next to her water fountain, so she always has fresh water available. She gets on the bed to access the water. So this is Frog, and she is available for adoption. New to the channel. Hello, hello. Is that Paward? Where did you get the baby carrier you have around your neck, please? Oh, Paward, you're going to laugh when you see it. Oh, Kathy already told you. So this little carrier is just my hoodie that I have backwards. That's it. I started doing this years ago, and it works out really, really well. How many kittens do we have? Cats and kittens, I have 35. How many are 3 weeks of age? Just the one. By the way, I still hadn't explained to you guys about the 7, because she was a litter of 7. So by the time that the person who owns her mama contacted a rescue, 3 of them had already passed away. Chances are she didn't know that they had to be kept warm. Otherwise, they have no way of stopping hypothermia. 3 of them had passed away by the time they even contacted the rescue. The rescue went to go claim them, pick them up. Out of the 4 that were still surviving, 2 were now surviving. So that tells me why. It's because she was not keeping the babies warm. They were handed, the surviving two went to a foster. The foster did everything she could to get the babies warmed up and started feeding. You cannot feed a cold baby. The food will sit in their stomach. They can't process it. They can't digest it. Their bellies are still very much developing. No, Frog does not use litter. She uses this floor with the pee pads on there. I wash these pee pads daily. So if you feed them when they're cold, or if you feed them cold formula, they're not going to survive. Straight out. I don't know what happened with the foster. The foster, from what I understand, is very, very good, very smart. But one of the two did not make it. And at that point, she was like, I got it. No, 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 no. It's hard to lose a baby. It's very heartbreaking. It is soul crushing to lose a baby. It takes a special personality to be a foster for neonates, regardless if you know what to do. I have lost enough of them to know how to handle it, but it still breaks my heart. So this one, Chef, this one here, came here as a sole survivor of 7. Could not believe it. I wished that we would have had at least one more, so she would have had a playmate. Didn't happen. So, yeah, if the mods are pinning comments here on TikTok, please read the pinned comments. I can't answer everything. I'm on both TikTok as well as YouBov2s simultaneously. So I'm trying to keep up with everything, plus doing everything else that I usually do. And I haven't even started cleaning. I clean nonstop during the day. Right now I'm just kind of giving you guys a bit of a tour and helping her eat. I don't have to hold it or anything. She just sometimes likes me right here, and that's fine. She's a good girl. But this girl's name is Frog. She does not walk. She can run, but just in short spurts for a few seconds. But she hops and she flops and she uses her tail very, very well to balance. Everybody in this organization, every one of them that you see, with the exception of this itty bitty one, because she is nowhere close to being 2 pounds, has been either spayed or neutered. They are not allowed to be out in general population until they are. They have to have at least 2 vaccinations and be spayed or neutered. And all of them are microchipped, except for her, she's too little, and dewormed, except for her, she's too little. She's not out and about playing, though. She's very much under 100% supervision. She can, okay, here's the funny thing. If you don't know anything about the cerebellum, it's part of your brain. It controls your balance and your muscle movements. So with her cerebellum, because she's CH, cerebellar hypoplasia, it's not nearly as large as a normal cat's. So what happens is her muscles will say, I want to do this, and her brain is not large enough like a normal kitty to say, no, you don't. I want to wiggle. Her brain can't stop it to say, I want to wiggle, so her body will wiggle. There are, by the way, if you didn't know, there's 2 types of CH, high steppers and wobblers. I guess there's 3, or floppers. But anyways, what will happen is she will get into a full-on loaf position where she's on both her back legs and her front legs. And she's looking like right now that, oh, I can't walk at all. She can. It's just hard for her to, because she doesn't have control of her muscles. She will go into a full handstand if I were to hold her while eating. She will go into a full handstand for randomness reasons. No real reason about it. Total random. In that loaf position, if she's in zoomy mode, she will just bolt like she's a sprinter. And all of a sudden she's running. And she will run from one end of this pen area to the next. And then she just drops, because there's nowhere else to run. But it's not like she would continue running if it was infinite. It's just that, her body will eventually go, oh, that's right. I don't really know how to do this, even though it does. She loves to play zoomies. She'll hang on the back side of her bed because there's netting back there. It's not netting, it's this mesh. And she will grab a hold of the mesh and she will just hang. Just hang. She can release herself if she wants to. But she'll just jump up there and grab hold of it and just chill for a bit for whatever reason. It's like her way of stretching without having to actually stretch, but she can stretch. It's funny. But she's special. She's a very, very sweet girl. We call her Princess Frog. And she will use those sidewalls to help prop herself up to be in a normal cat position. And I'm going to just put this right here. But she likes her little bed. She'll be in there, or she likes her guest bed. Her guest bed is right down there in the corner. That's her guest bed. She can go up into here if she wants. These are her favorite little toys, the red and yellow balls. This was actually from some other toy. She loves those things. She will play with those things for a long time. But her room here is specifically set up for her. And again, there's padding underneath these blankets so that when she hits her face on the floor, she's not going to break a tooth. So it's very much geared for her. Everything in here has a reason. Alexa, unpause. And we have music for her. Oh. Is it rare for cats with neurological conditions to survive? No. It is if they're outside. They're sitting ducks if they're outside. Anything the same size or larger than a cat's going to be a predator. CH kitty, man, that's just a easy pickings for a predator. Same with a white cat or any light colored cat. Usually you don't see them outside for very long because predators. Oh, shoot. Medications. Okay. I'm getting off track because I'm all over the place. Go figure. All right. There's that one.
Shara, if her adopter wants to pay for current setup, could they take it with her?
Probably not. They'll have to buy their own because I need it for other ones in the future. That's called being lazy. They if they're not willing to do the legwork just to get that kind of a setup, they're not worthy to adopt her. That's how I look at it. How can I change my cat's behavior? Hold on a second. I rescued her, but she attacks me all the time, and she destroys. Do you play with her? I mean, don't. It destroys my home. I've got to ask you this, and don't take offense. If I ask you a question, don't take offense, please. I'm curious about female. Of a terrier? Are you talking about on a cat? No. They don't have that. 100%, they don't have that. Cat doesn't have a menstruation cycle. What they have, they go into heat. That's kind of similar, but it's not the shedding of blood. That's something different. They're a cat. So I'm waiting for, what's her name? Bonnie and Clyde? No, Bonnie Morse. Bonnie Morse. I was waiting for Bonnie Morse to respond. Okay, I try to play with her, but she has short attention span. Well, yeah, she's a cat. But do you play with her? And I'm not talking about, oh, you're, ah! What the hell? Dude, don't stand behind me. Squeaker, really? You are almost 6 years old. You know me better than that. Come on, buddy. Are you okay? You're fine, I know that, but I'm sorry. I did not mean to.
Oh, goodness.
I know. I'm horrible. Okay. So I'm not talking about just like, oh, play with it. Don't use your hand. The audacity, I know. 100%. So, Bonnie Morse. Oh, God. Where's a good one? There's not going to be a good one. I don't like using this one, but I'm going to show it to you. The kittens are going to go crazy, so I'm holding it so it doesn't make noise. A good one will have black cord, a black cord, not this fishing line thing.
One more sheet. I'll show you the ideal toy.
It'll use these, or it will use this little fuzzy worm. You can get them that have eyes. Don't do the eyes. If they bite the eyes off and they swallow them, that can go into a whole other host of issues. I cut the eyes off. I know that sounds horrible, doesn't it? But this is just called a telescopic cat wand. I call it a bird wand, but it's a telescopic cat wand. Ugh. It's telescopic because it goes down. I never leave these out. I always put them away in a cabinet or on top, way higher, preferably just inside a cabinet, so they can't get to them. Otherwise, they will take them away, and they could actually get into some serious issues because cats are just cats.
Shit looks like she wants to play. So cute.
That's
So-
Christina, hello.
Celeste, that actually, please ask a question. That's incorrect. 100% incorrect. White cats with blue eyes do not tend to be deaf. There can be a gene, but that depends on the genetics. That has nothing to do with their color of their fur or their eyes. Absolutely bupkis. Me and my Luna all the time. Oh, it just sucks when they get behind me. So I tend to drag my feet a lot. That time I actually picked it up and put my foot down, and he was right there. Anyways, this is a great way to get them to have a lot of energy used up. You do this and you bounce it. They start jumping up and down and whatnot. You do it right. Oh my God. I play with Frog and the other kittens. I try to do it every evening, getting them all together. It does piss her off, but they love it and they get along better. But this is another reason why I don't adopt out kittens unless they're two. They go in twos. They have to. Holy crap, who sent that? Thank you, Kathy. Holy my. For the Blossom Ride. Thank you. Oh, this you could get anywhere, any pet
Someone is watching
selling stuff.
from a distance.
That's
I saw
Pierce.
somebody else send it and thought it was adorable.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was really super cute. Baby Shay, wait. Thank you for answering. Baby girl Shay, please don't ask the audience. Do me a favor. Ask my mods. They're the ones in the blue, or me. If you ask the audience, you don't know what their experience is. I pride myself to make sure that the information coming out of my channels is pure, and more times than not,
At Hair Designs by Linda G. She's just
I
wearing
heard
a hoodie
that years
backwards.
ago. Wasn't sure if it was true. Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, I don't know what anybody's experience is. That's why I'd rather people ask questions, so that way I could either tell you yes, no, or I've tried it and this is why I don't like it, or hey, I don't know about that and I can actually do some research. But I don't want anybody coming off thinking, oh my God, this person knows what they're talking about. But it's a dangerous suggestion, and that's happened way too many times. Way too many times. Christina, thank you so much for the cotton candy. And what else? Was there something else that I just missed over here? Holy crap. You guys are amazing. Yeah, this is just a hoodie backwards. I just joined and just loving your family. Oh, thank you, Angela. I also have family segment in the evenings. Generally, I don't think we're doing it tonight because my sister's going to be at a comedy club, which is funny because she's got 4 broken ribs. Anyways, That's because, well, Bonnie,
Bonnie,
I will tell you, that's because dilated eyes usually means two things. They're excited or they're in pain. That's generally what it means. Excited or in pain. Excited could be a good excited or a bad excited. That they're just, their adrenaline's going, right? In pain, kind of the same thing, adrenaline, but in a bad way. Cats don't give you many clues on, their pain level. You got to look at their face. There is a pain graph kind of thing where you can pull it up online somewhere, and you can't. I'm on TikTok. They won't let me say what the website is or anything. Um, but you could just do simple Google of pain, how to read my cat's pain. It'll tell you about the face, the eyes, the muzzle, the mouth, the ears, all of that. If they're limping, that's a great indicator something's going on, either front legs or back legs. If you watch them walk away and they have a hip that's getting disjointed, you will literally see it pop. And that's not good. That's the grimace scale. Thank you. Could not figure out how in the world it was said. The grimace scale. Google the grimace scale.
And Bonnie Moore said
No, not every. Right. You didn't say that. Actually, you implied that, Celeste. We read backwards. You actually implied that it was every white cat with blue eyes. That's why I had to stop you on that one. No, it is definitely congenital, but you didn't say that. That's why I said that like that. But again, that could be cleared up by making it into the form of a question. But in that respect, you are right. However, yeah.
So much time with you.
Did you?
Yeah, you let me pet him like with my hand for
Mhm.
a long time, and you like turned his back to me, like.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I turned his head, so that way he wasn't even looking at me.
Oh,
so I
good.
was able to pet his head
Hi,
and
buddy.
back and.
Did Thanos let you pet him? Thanos
Like a
has a,
scratcher, it's a scritchy scratch.
he'll let me pet him if I'm scritching him. He'll let me pet his back as well, but I've got to be really careful on that one. But he's got a fur ball on his back.
Oh, I pulled it off.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I've been working on that thing for so freaking long, and I'm so glad.
Yeah, no, I was scratching his head with the scratchy and then just pulled it off.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Come on, Char. Get it together. I know. I'm getting there, guys.
Yeah, Zeus is doing great. Great boy.
He's doing really good. Do you think he's ready to come out?
Maybe.
It's a tough one. It took me a long time to figure it out with Hercules.
Yeah. Like he's not even growling or anything.
Nope,
Like,
he's not growling. He'll just hiss and then he'll swipe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. And Penny.
Maybe like another week or two, and then I don't know. It is hard. When they're out and they're not in like a little space, they I guess don't feel so.
I need to take out that cat tree because it has cubbies and put something where it's just no cubbies, just platforms.
Oh yeah.
That's the only way that I'll be able to do that. Because if he goes into a cubby, he'll destroy your hand.
Yeah.
He will shred it. So we're talking about 3 ferals that are upstairs. And we're getting closer and closer to being able to let one of them graduate, and that would be Mr. McFluffy, who used to be Zeus. Mr. McFluffy is awesome. He's beautiful, he's big, he was mean as piss when he got here.
I know, he seems like he's just like surrendering to it. He's like, okay, this is kind of nice.
He's finally realizing that not everybody is going to hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a hell of a great thing for them to get to.
Yeah.
Atlas is still far away from that, unfortunately. Nope.
Alright.
She's blinked.
Gotta get going. I have plans today, unfortunately. But
Have fun.
down litter boxes, this litter box, the rooms, litter boxes, and sweeping stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Oh, you are here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I was thinking you weren't. I don't know why.
That was last weekend, but yeah, I'm here this weekend.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
That Kitten Ward, sorry. Hi there.
Hi. Okay. Poor thing, maybe see a vet for him or her. Uh-oh. My cat. Jan Smith, yes. If your cat is limp, get her to a vet. Is she breathing?
Actually, I think it might have taken my name
It
off.
might,
It says
to me, limp. Not limping. Limp. What?
there's Michaela coming at 8:30 tomorrow. Maybe that's why.
I have no idea, and I don't know if that's an oops or I'll have to text her. I'll text her and text you back. Thank you. She is 3 weeks. So, yeah, somebody brought up that her cat is limp. Trying to do too many things at once here. Da, 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 da. I'm having to go backwards here because I'm still learning how to navigate U of Twos. Kelly, I don't see your original question or statement. It just says, I meant kitten. So, yeah. But no, if you don't know who we are, my name is Shar. I'm the owner of Critical Care. Hi, Reginald. How are you? We are a medical rescue for generally neonate kittens. I'm not a vet or a vet tech. I'm a subject matter expert in neonates. And I do vet through licensed vets and vet techs so that way they can give advice when they're in here. But I have to vet them through. If you say you're a vet or a vet tech, I'm going to call bullshit until I actually verify that information. And if somebody still continues to give advice without that vetting process, they will be blocked. Because again, I want to make sure purity of information, if at all possible. I've got to.
6,274 kittens. Doesn't have a mom. Anyway, she's good. Shar is taking care of her.
I know! Oh my god. They want out. I get it. They will not come out until I get them their medication.
Love you, Becky.
There's 3 of them that require medication still, that are in the kitten room that are freaking out. So this little teeny tiny bit is for Chef. This is gonna hack her off a bit.
Did Chef have her meds?
She did now. There's that one. Okay. Doxycycline. If you use doxycycline on your cat, make sure you follow it up with either some Kitten, which is just vitamins and minerals for animals, or water. Either way, doxycycline is a corrosive medication. It's an antibiotic, but it is corrosive. It can cause lesions in their mouth, which becomes very painful, which means they will not eat. So if they stop eating and they're on doxy, look at yourself going, ooh, maybe you've got mouth lesions. Okay, this is Aphrodite, that's Aphrodite. This is Iris. This is Iris. We have 3 cats, technically, 2 cats, 1 kitten, who are undergoing FIP treatment. FIP is a feline infectious peritonitis. It can take a cat's life between a few weeks to a few months, and then they are gone. If you don't get them into a vet right away, they will not survive. If their HCT levels get below 13, they will not survive. They need a blood transfusion. If they start going through seizures, chances are their HCT levels have dropped considerably and they need a blood transfusion. So, what have we learned? Pay attention to your cat. They tell you all sorts of tricks about their health. Penny 2.25. So, doxycycline, Kitten, you can get over the counter through just about anywhere. The Zon, Chewy, who knows, maybe it's available on TikTok Shop, I don't care. Shake it up. It is 0.1 per pound. You can do it twice a day. I tend not to. She's pretty chillax. Most of my kittens and hoodies are, they enjoy the chill factor of the hood.
Never mind for chef.
And there is Penny's. Penny is 0.5. And because Iris and Aphrodite are still on FIP treatment, Iris. I need to get their weights today. Aphrodite.
Kitten is a vitamin and mineral supplement for cats and dogs.
There we go. And now the GS medication. GS medication is for FIP. They start on an injectable because it is more easier to absorb through the body because it's an injectable. The oral is what I use once their blood numbers start to level out. Aphrodite 0.2. I always add.
Here, Twinkle, while she's sleeping is Kitten.
I always add just 1/10 of a milliliter more to make up for the part that the stopper doesn't have a nose to it. Like, you know, you can barely see it, but it actually pushes it through completely. These do not. .1, there we go. Aphrodite, you know that's Iris. Penny, 1.2. And Iris had to have a blood transfusion, otherwise she would not have survived.
The bottle has dose for 25 pounds animal.
Read the whole thing, though, and then if you can't do the math, then ask me again, because I already said it. 25 pounds. I mean, it really is, it's just math. 25 pounds, it would be, I think I say 2.5 milliliters. Divide it. 2.5 milliliters into 25 pounds. It becomes 0.1 per pound. 0.1 per pound. That's what it is. That's why I said that. All right. Kitten door time. I shouldn't turn the light on. Here we are. We got the kitten door. Hello? Hello? Not you. You're fine. You stay right there. Hi. Chain Gang Charlie. And there's Chili. Come here, Teddy. Whoop. Okay, Teddy, you'll leave him right here because you'll take up the whole area so nobody else ekes by. I saw Penny. There you go. Hi, Ghost. There's Catnip Kathy. Jailbird Jay. How you doing, buddy? Hi. Come on, Ghost. I see you right there. He's just right there, right? Those are his legs. Oh, come on, Ghost. You're not being funny. Hi, Chili. Ghost and Chili have a potential adopter. Doing really, really good. Ghost is doing great. He just doesn't like getting any meds anymore. And I don't blame him. He's been on and off meds way too much. However, it would have been easier had they got me the medication refill a lot faster, but they didn't. And if you don't continue on with an antibiotic, their body just builds up a resistance, and that's what his started to do. Will she see it when she has a chance? Yes. Hold on a second. Sorry. T. The vets over here don't give you much information. And if they give it, it's pretty much the same thing over and over. Have you talked to them? Vets are not going to give you too much information. You have to know what to ask. Hello, buddy. You got to be able to say, slow down, because remember, these guys are your children. They are fur children. They depend on you to know what you're doing, and they rely on you to get correct information. I'm going to open that back up in a second. I'm going to go in. I've got to get Penny's. I didn't know Penny was in there. So, here we go. Penny is very smart, and Penny will try to leave. And she's like, no, 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 Mama. I do not want medication. Yes, but she does want her medication because otherwise she will not survive because she has feline infectious peritonitis. It is not contagious. What caused FIP is. Ooh, I got you. Okay. No. Oh, boy. Oh, she's quick. I scruff her. It's the only way to be able to handle this. Okay, so I first start off with the doxy. Because she had started up on a respiratory infection. Follow it with the Kitten. Come here. There's that. Now that's done. Last one is, she's the hardest one to give medication to out of everybody. There. This is her GS medication for the FIP. 84 days of treatment, then 84 days of observation. And a lot of blood work in between everything. Okay, there's Penny. She's doing great, but she almost needed a blood transfusion. Her blood HCTs were, which is hemocratic. Anyways, was it 14.1? Again, anything under 13 is definite needing a blood transfusion. Iris, who's right down here. She is a gorgeous girl. She's much larger than Penny. Her HCTs were 9.9. She did get a transfusion. I have a video that explains and shows everything, and it shows her donor. Her donor's name was Pearl. See, she was from a hoarding situation, and so was the one that we're going to see in just a second. It is not unheard of for kitties in a hoarding situation to develop FIP because they probably all had, ooh, I need to get that off of there, the feline coronavirus. Most cats have been exposed to it already. And once they've had it, they will carry that with them for the rest of their life, just like chickenpox and how it can go into shingles. Okay, there's that. Now then, I'm going to consolidate the food onto one plate. I'm going to open up this and open up the kitty door. There they go. Because some of them like to just use the kitty door, even though the whole door is open. It's too cute. Hi. And why do I do this? Because it renews their, oh, guess what? It renews their interest in the food. They think it's new food or something. I don't know. It's so bizarre. I rinse this off and then I do the same thing down there if there's anything left. And then I have Aphrodite's medication to do. And then I go into the dungeon. In between now and then, I'm going to put little Chef back in her brooder. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I don't want her around the other ones in the ICU. Holy cow. And yesterday, this is why I'm kind of talking weird. I hurt really bad. Yesterday, I was walking down off the stairs, and I fell. And you can see that part of the video, yes, in yesterday's live. Trust me when I say it took me by surprise. I hit two different places and did a number on my arm. So, anyways, I'm going to consolidate this now. Boom. There we go. That works. And this way, I've got two plates back and only one plate on the floor because I have one kitty who's upstairs waiting to be let out because he is allergic to cat food. So he has his own prescription diet food up there. But he wants to play and he wants to run around and go out on the catio just like everybody else. So as soon as it's breakfast time is done, I quickly am able to grab everything, pull it up, and let him out to play. And right now it is 10:39. I'm going to be attempting to have him out by 11 or 11:30. I get him out no later than noon. He is a pure white Pika-face Persian with blue eyes. Is he deaf? Nope, not even slightly. I do have a deaf kitty. Her name is Wiggles. She has vestibular ataxia. Totally different. Is she genetically deaf? Not a damn clue. She was dumped. I got her when she was just a kitten. Vestibular ataxia is also, if you want to Google it, Stevie Wonder syndrome for cats. Totally different than cerebellar hypoplasia. Kind of looks the same if you don't know what you're looking at. He's getting better. Slowly but surely. He just was on his own for a little bit too long already. He'll get it. He's going to be going to his forever home tomorrow. So, okay. Hi, okay. Yes, ma'am. You okay?
And Raging Loons, how are you doing?
Say hi, Kate. Hi, Kate. Okay. Okay, let's put you back in your brooder. There you go.
Hi, Chef.
There we go. Okay, so that is now going in her brooder. I have a purr machine and one of the fake cat mamas, faux mama, the faux mama. Okay, and just like that, my hoodie is back to being a hoodie. See, that's how you work. All right. No, otherwise she wouldn't have woke up crying. Hi, buddy. I love you. This is gonna hurt. My back and my butt all the way down, and then I hit a kitty/baby gate and broke it on my arm. My muscles are so big that anyways. Oh, that's what that was. Hold on just a second. Where are you at? Everett. Okay, nope. I am an FIP warrior, and so I'm on this chat on Messenger, and if somebody's kitten or cat just got diagnosed with FIP, and they are then directed to this chat and they're around this area, I will reach out to them and I will give them a starter kit of a vial of medication, or two depending, and 2 weeks supply of syringes and needles, as well as some tips and tricks and everything to help them out to hopefully save the life of their baby. sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm learning more and more about how to know when, if their cat now has already started seizing. I now know to tell them, get them to an emergency vet and get them a blood transfusion, otherwise they're not going to survive. I teach them how to read the blood work, the specific blood work for FIP, things like that. And I get pop-ups every now and again with the FIP warriors for my region. Okay, let's go. I almost forgot. Extra set of gloves. Always extra set of gloves. There we go. Take those out. Anything else in my pockets? I don't think so. Okay. Excuse me, little lady. Pardon, thank you. Okay. Hi. Why do you look guilty? Okay. Hi, buddy. The place looks cluttered. It is not dirty. I spend far too long cleaning it every day throughout the day. I am in the process of getting things organized, which, if you know anything about organization, it gets worse before it gets better. It's a pain in the butt. I hate it. Okay, this is Aphrodite. Where is she? You'll see her. She's from that hoarding situation. She is somehow, some way, maybe related to Iris. That black, beautiful one. Hi, sweetheart. Yes, she was kind of a mean girl. She's a lot sweeter now, but we need to give you your meds, okay? Okay, thank you. Now, had I tried doing this when she first got here, holy crap, she would have just totally annihilated me. This is how I want Mr. McFluffy and Thanos to get. Because if they get sick for some reason, I want to be able to give them treatment without the loss of a limb. And slowly but surely, Mr. McFluffy is getting there. Mr. McFluffy originally was Zeus. Zeus was not able to be trusted, which is why his name was Zeus. He was mean. He was so mean. Okay. She has to be in here because she wanted to run from treatment and hide. I'm going to be letting her out once the DTM tray reads as good, because once I had her in here, I realized you have ringworm. If you don't know, ringworm can survive on surfaces for up to 18 months. Fun fact. And because it is a fungus, it stays there regardless of what you use to clean it, unless it's an accelerated peroxide or bleach water solution. Super fun. If you want to know more about ringworm, check out my ringworm guide found on my website. It is free of charge. I've been dealing with it. There's the number one reason we get kitties from other rescues, because rescues will get a cat in or a kitten in, and if they have ringworm, they will euthanize the whole group because it spreads so fast. And it'll spread so fast throughout their entire rescue, it'll shut them down for months. And it's not fun. And somebody did exactly what they should not have done, I'm guessing last night. This was pushed back, and this should not be pushed back. For the ones that come from a hoarding situation, I don't know why this is, but they don't know how to use a litter box. What they do is they put their ass over the edge here. There. Over this edge. So I have to have it pulled forward so it's right up against this door. If you don't do that, it gets everywhere because they kick it out. They will put their butt right over it and poop. It's just, it's messy. And somebody decided, ooh, I'm going to put it back, but I'm going to not push it back all the way. So within the next few days, Aphrodite is going to find her way out, and she's going to be rejoined in general population. I'm going to try to see if I'll be able to give her meds without playing Easter egg hunts for her. And I'm hoping she's going to be easily found. It'll be nice if she stays in the nursery or around the nursery like Iris does. That would be really good. I put her back in the Olympus room originally, and she did not like it. That's when her body flipped over to FIP. Iris, the only thing I could think of is that Iris, it was when I started adopting the kittens out, because Iris loves the kittens, and she was Auntie Iris. She lost all of her babies, so she was Auntie Iris to those babies. And she lost them because all of them, when they were born, were not alive. One was, but he didn't last but 24 hours. It was hell. Okay. Okay. Put that right there. Oh, how am I feeling? I hurt. I hurt a lot. Okay. Let's see if I can do this right. Okay, bear with me. This is part of what I do. I usually cannot be like other creators and just be watching the screen. I don't have the time. I'm the only one running this show. So, for that reason, I've still got to clean, 100%. Now, I don't have to wipe everything down with bleach water anymore. I'm confident she's done. But that's me, and I've dealt with it for years, so just know if I'm wrong, I'm going to eat my words hard and poor. I don't like that, but I will. Usually, because of ringworm, I will dip this in a bleach water solution. I will wipe everything down with bleach water. I will wipe the outside and the underside of the litter box. Everything gets doused with this bleach water solution, including wherever the bleach water is on the kitty, bleach water, where the ringworm is on the kitty, with the exception of the eyes, nose, and genitalia. Those areas do not get bleach water anywhere near them. You see, she made a massive mess over here. I am big on keeping everything cleaned up, because if it's clean, things just heal faster. Okay. And if I was in full oh no mode of a ringworm, dipping this in there, wiping down the handle, wiping down this, everything gets bleach water all over it. But now I'm good. Now we're going to go into the dungeon. The dungeon are two girls that had tritrichomonas. They definitely still do. It's not nearly as bad. Wow. That did not keep going with the chat. That was weird. It's crazy because they really... Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully, yeah, I saw you were suggesting the bully solution. Great job, Kathy. Um, Holy cow. Yeah, the pain that I'm in right now, it kind of takes my breath away. It's just stupid. I'm not doing anything with the bottom part of the cage yet. Usually I would have cleaned it out, but there's somebody in the top. It's pointless. Thank you for becoming a kitten crusader there, Courtney. Okay, here we go. Into the dungeon we go. See, it's not really a dungeon. I just call it that because there's no windows. Hi, babies. Oh, she put it all the way over here. This is classic. You don't normally do this. I don't ever do this. I always put it, one, near the water. Two, if it was a truly infectious situation, I want to be able to grab it from outside the door in a quickness, just so, I don't have to put on the booties and da-da-da-da, all the garb. I don't want to. If you don't have to, don't sit there and spend all the money on all of the supplies. Let's see here. Let me put it down here, actually. I'll let you guys see the cute little kittens here. These cute little kittens will be a year old next month. They're huge. Huge girls. Yeah, but they're sweet. These ones were infected with trichinosis. Not your first desire of parasites to deal with, trust me. This is an ADA bathroom, American with Disabilities Act designed bathroom, and it works really well for how I use it. I've used it for pregnant and nursing mamas. I've used it for ringworm. I've used it for Giardia and now Tritric. Giardia and Coccidia. Okay. There we go. All right, part one done. Let's see. I want to see solid poops. It would be nice if I did. These are the ones that get the psyllium husk. And of course they're going to go away and be off camera. Thanks, girls. It's been slowly but surely firming up, but here's the problem with Tritric. There's no medication on the market for it right now. The only thing that ever worked was ranitazole. It was taken off the market for whatever reason by the FDA for cats, which is just stupid. I think it was a bitch move personally. It takes 6 months to 2 years. So needless to say, if a cat comes into a rescue with Tritric, chances are it's going to get euthanized. Because it can spread to the other kitties quickly, just through the poop. They reinfect themselves repeatedly if you're not careful, because they're walking into a litter box, or they've got it all over their tails, or whatever the case is. Because it just, their poop just leaks out of them. It is horrible. And right now, I've been changing out their litter just about every other day. And I mean, when I say changing it out, not just cleaning it. No. Dumping, washing the entire litter box with bleach water. Never just straight bleach water. And then putting fresh new litter in, just to prevent them from reinfecting themselves. It is a pain, and it's expensive. And once a week, I take this out and I disinfect it. Because if you don't disinfect your broom, you are just spreading the issue. So when I say that I spend a lot of my day cleaning, oh yeah, I am not kidding. In a second, I'll be able to look at the comments again. If I miss a question, you can always restate it. If someone else answered you that is not a mod, please restate it, because I don't know if the information you were given was correct. And I'd like to either support it or explain why you shouldn't. Okay. Now again, I'm a subject matter expert in neonate kittens. I will tell you straight up, not cats. I am not an expert in cats. Cats' bodies are like aliens. They all of a sudden do some weird crap. Okay, you guys are good. Oh, jeez. I swear, because of the fact that this tile is so, I don't know what it is, weird. Or freaking true. It is just weird tile. Oh, jeez. It just starts to sweat. It is just bizarre tile. I don't get it. Oh. I need to come in here and just give the floor a good deep cleaning where the previous water fountain was. Yeah, I need hot water and bleach. Ow. Okay. Whew. Okay, here we go. That is really hard to do when you're sore. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go wash hands. What time is it? 11. Okay, I will do the unusual, pull up the food and let Snowball out so you guys can see him. But then I'm going to be jumping off here in a second. Holy crap. Because I've got dishes to wash, I've got a lot of things to put away. I am in the organization process of this organization. Hi, alpaca. Whew, hot. My hot water tank is set to an extreme. It is not set to 110 like most people. It's set to 160 and it gets even hotter. It gets stupid hot. Sassy Maine Coons, thank you for follow. Okay. Oh, paw word. Oh, I fell down the stairs. That's all. I literally fell down the stairs yesterday. I had a great time. I'll show you what I hit. And that's just that part. I landed on the stair and I landed on the landing, I should say, and I hit the floor with a hardness. Oh, let's get this up on the floor. Okay, so I've got to get all the cat food. Woo! I almost dropped y'all. Okay, I'll leave that for now. Just the wet food. I'm going to be chasing him down here, I'm sure.
Volunteers that help.
Yeah, I had one this morning. Oh, Daniel, I forgot to move him over to today. I did not get one yesterday until Trey decided to come over. Thank you to Woody saying, Trey, go help Shar. That was Daniel. So this is my volunteer list. It looks like I've got a ton of people. Nah. One person comes 4 to 6, depending on the days. They either come at 8:30 to 10:30, 4 to 6, 10:30 to noon. One person actually comes twice a week right now for 4 to 5 hours, which is really nice, and he's a workhorse. But he's going to be moving out of state soon. I am going to be very sad. Okay. I've got the wet food to still bring up, but he's not going to usually, he doesn't normally go for the wet food, he goes for the kibble. Okay. Hello, bud. It is Pierce, the one that's going to be going to his forever home tomorrow. Hi, buddy. Okay. We have the Olympus room. We have the Harry Potter room. We have Hercules, who was a feral. And then we have, Then we have me, who wasn't thinking. Other food. This is how I fell down the stairs out. I had the carpets cleaned. When I say I try to stay clean here, I really mean it. Had the carpets cleaned. Carpets were wet. I forgot because I was wearing slippers. I took a step onto the laminate flooring, and both feet went straight out from underneath me, and I hit the landing, then I hit the floor, and felt every ounce of it. All right, Silly Snowball. Come on, buddy. Just take your time right there, man. And then he goes under my bed. That makes no sense, but whatever. Okay. Okay, so all those are up. Hi, Persephone. Okay. Now then, what did I bruise my arm on? Hey, no arguing. Oh, I know who that was. That was Wiggles and Pierce. Wiggles doesn't. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Catnip Kathy. Oh, that makes more sense. So this is what my arm hit. It was actually straight. I broke that. I hit it so hard I broke it. So I've got to unscrew the top and push this back so that the gate will shut, because that's a pet/baby gate. So when my grandson and my son come over, my son and his family, my grandson doesn't go upstairs and start having a hell of a time with the kitties upstairs. This is to the catio. Hi, guys. There's a cat door or pet door down there. And they could come out here and sit on the all-weather cat trees, chill out, whatever, have themselves a sit down. We don't have a fireplace or anything out here, but we could pretend there is. It's so pretty right now. I've got to turn the heat off, otherwise I'm just heating the outdoors and that'd be stupid. I do have to do this, because even though this is in Frog's area, Snowball can get to Frog's area. So I've got to pick up all the food. Hi, Frog. Did you want some kibble before I put it up? Jeez, you got it all over, didn't you? Oh my God. So if you want to see how I change this out, I'm on TikTok in the afternoons, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. I usually get to her area around 6-ish Pacific Standard Time. Tonight we do have a battle against wolf dogs at 5. Do you want your kennel? So, this is Frog. We already talked about her, but if you're new, she has cerebellar hypoplasia. Severe cerebellar hypoplasia. Did you save that kitty? Which kitty? Oh, Pierce? Yeah. Yeah. The 5 days after he arrived, he was neutered. The day he arrived, he got first vaccination, he was dewormed, and he was microchipped. Bam, done. T, thank you. To you, your. Oh, thank you. Howard, thank you, thank you. So, this is Frog, by the way. If you didn't see her before, Princess Frog is what we call her. She has severe CH, cerebellar hypoplasia. She is a doll. Whoops. And she loves to play. She just can't walk, but she can hop and she can bounce. Well, I don't like to see her bounce. She hops, she flops, and she has her favorite areas. So, yeah. Did you want to play with your ball? Here, let me take this away. Okay. She loves those little red and yellow balls. I'm kind of shocked she's not in more zooming mode. When I take up all of these pee pads to switch them out, I have everything out of this area, and she just loves it. She plays, she runs back and forth. The walls on this pen actually give quite a bit. It makes a loud noise, but it gives, so that way she doesn't hurt herself. But underneath these pads, the pee pads are padded squares, so that way if she hits her face on the floor, she's not going to break a tooth. It's a very safe environment for her. And I've had her since she was 6 weeks old. Doesn't she know gymnastics? Megan? Really? Hi, Shelly. She can't walk, but she gets around. Oh, she gets around really well. A lot of people think that she's in pain. She's not in pain, and she's not going to get any better, but she's not going to get any worse. She could get worse if whoever adopts her doesn't. Alexa, turn it down. If they don't pay attention and make sure she's in a safe environment, she could get hurt by all means, but her situation isn't going to get any worse. The cerebellum is the size that it is. It's not going to grow, it's not going to shrink. And that's the reason why she's like that. It's just because of the size of her cerebellum. How was that influenced? By her mom's lack of nutrition when she was pregnant and nursing. Just because people didn't get their animals spayed or neutered, they just discarded her mom, and she was already pregnant. Instead of doing the right thing from the beginning, it affects futures. And it affected hers, and it happens all the time. That's why my whole purpose of being on social media, besides trying to make a living to keep this place open, is to say, get your animals spayed or neutered. If you can't afford it, contact a rescue, a shelter, ASPCA, or Humane Society, Animal Services, whatever. We're here to help the public, not just to control the pet population that's existing. We can help control the pet population best if we get to it before it gets to be a problem. And it also helps the health of your animals. And not only that, but man, a lot of kittens that get abused or neglected, discarded, just tossed away, would reduce significantly if we make it a demand instead of a supply. Let me. Oh, that's Jill. Thank you. So if you're just joining, welcome in, welcome in. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and get going. I'll end on the frog. Because I've got a lot of other things to do, and now I've got to peel myself off the floor. You can always watch previous Hi Snowball. I've got to do his allergy meds too. You can always watch previous videos on YouBook2s. That helps me out tremendously. We're trying to get to 4,000 watch hours. We're almost there. And that way I can get monetized here on YouBook2s. I have to say it that way because TikTok is jealous. If I say it the right way, they'll issue a violation against me. So, which is why I'm looking for another avenue. But if you want to check us out on TikTok, the name is Critical Kitten Coalition there. They don't give me enough characters to put care in there. Okay, now then, I've got to find Snowball to make sure he's not going to eat any cat food that is out. I don't think he will. I've got to also see, I've got to wash dishes, fold clothes, wash the floor, and still pull up the food. I think they're all done. So, I don't like to underfeed them. I would rather overfeed and just throw it away. That's just me. But after 2 hours, it doesn't matter. The nutritional value drops significantly anyhow. And Frog will be fed again soon, around noon, but I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to sit around for 45 minutes waiting for her. Actually, that's 3 hours. She needs to go to every 4 hours now, 4 to 5 hours now, because she's eating so much more. Okay. So, definitely Pierce is starting to slow down. Otherwise, this wouldn't be here. Did I say chef? What did I say? What did I say, Sarah? Wait, explain about what? After 2 hours again? After 2 hours of wet food being out, the nutritional value drops significantly. Then it's just, they're just eating biohazard basically because it did I say frog? Whoops. Whatever. Yeah, wet food will start, they'll be, oh crap, come on, brain. See, my brain is just on pain.
I listen.
Bacteria. Bacteria will start to form, and the nutritional value itself starts to plummet really quick after 2 hours. So, you do a great job looking after them fur babies. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. All your babies are spayed or neutered. That's awesome. Sarah, great job. Yeah, we definitely want to encourage spay and neuters. 100%. I learn every time. Thank you. I listen. I don't. I'm sorry. You didn't know that? I didn't know that until about 3 or 4 years ago, and I was reading something else, and then I started researching, and the more I dug, the more I learned, and I was like, oh, wow, and it just became a snowball effect, which is how I get the guides that I put together. I'll just start doing a bunch of research on a certain topic. A rabbit hole has a purpose if you make it a purpose, so I put it together into a document and said, this is the best of the information that I found. Here's where you can find it. So I've got different ones on spicy kitties, which are shy or whatever. There's one on treating kittens with ringworm. There's one on facing panleukopenia and being able to beat it if you actually are diligent. Panleukopenia is a tough one to beat, though, I'll tell you. And you do need to know how to tube feed in most cases. And then there's the Expecting Queens, Newborns, and Orphans one. So they're free of charge. You can check them out, whether you're a rescue or not, doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe you're a foster, maybe you want to be. There you go. And then also check out the blog that's available. I've got different tips and tricks there. So anyhow, I will see you guys later. If not on YouBook2s, I will see you tomorrow. Same time. I try to get on here at 8:30. And we will see you later. Bless you. So I will get off of TikTok Don't forget, 5 o'clock battle. Wolf Dogs, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Check it out. An event's already made. There you go. With U of Twos, love yourself, love each other, be kind to yourself, and be kind to others. Get your animals spayed or neutered if they're not already. Get them and keep them vaccinated. And yeah, God bless y'all. We will hopefully see you tomorrow.